Monday, let's get to work. The last couple of months, the increase of people being laid off has skyrocketed. Just last month alone in January, we had over 100,000 people in the tech sector. And if you've seen some previous videos, we've actually talked with a lot of people over the last couple of weekends and helping those people go from where they are to where they want to be landed. So grab your cup of coffee, sit down, and we're going to try to help you, those who are in job transition right now or have been in long job transition, identify the areas that you need to work on to get started and get to work. So as most of you know, I've been in a couple of transitions myself. Let me see, the first time, like most in their mid-40s, we haven't been trained. So kind of like a deer in the headlights look for me. And so what I wanted to do is jump on here and help those people who are struggling like I was back then to go from the first time in transition was 19 months to fast forward post-pandemic, 35 days with 3 offers. Yes, it can be done with a plan, focus, and help. So a couple of statistics I want to talk about. First, Saturday, I think is one of the great days for us to turn around and really kind of reflect and start planning for the week so that we can make sure Monday is a good kickoff. For those who are interested, I have 10 tips for what to do when you're recently laid off, as well as 10 networking tips. So if you're interested in those, just send me an email with your email and I will get those to you. First, Monday is definitely the most stressful day. 62% of folks say that they feel a little bit stressed. And if you're in job transition, you're in a lot of stress. Second thing is that Monday is the most highest from Kronos, stating that Monday is the highest unscheduled absences. So there you have it, some stats. However, a positive stat is that the trend for offers are increasing, and Monday is now becoming the highest day of the week that offers are extended. I believe that HR just wants to set off their day or their week in a most positive sense, and so it's a benefit for you. One of the things I also want to talk about is just 3 topics, because again, this is just going to be about 5 or 10 minutes to help you schedule your transition plan. So as we talk about schedule, first thing that I find that most people are in career transition struggling with is they don't have a plan. Even though each day may feel like a month, before you know it, 3 months go by and you have little to show for it. So for me, one of the things is very critical is scheduling your day, scheduling your week, and scheduling your month. So again, looking in the mirror after a couple of months of frustration, I said, hey, I really need to adjust my current schedule, which was very erratic, to be best said. This is getting up early, just like you're going to work, putting a rhythm in place. So again, when you're laid off, all that structure is gone. You get up at a certain time, you do certain things before work, you go to work, you have scheduled meetings, you have KPIs, all that's wiped if you do not put that in place. And this is one of the biggest things I find that people who are in transition or laid off is struggling with. Get up in the morning, meditate, do your stretching, do some sort of workout to help you motivate yourself, and then your lion's share of your day should be working on getting a job. So this is networking, this is reaching out, cold calling, all the things that are identified in my book, Hired, that you can get out on Amazon or Audible. The second thing is working on your value proposition as well as your ask. When you're getting ready to network, and I find that really a lot of people are struggling with this, is what makes you unique and different, quoting from Kathleen Crandall, who's a branding expert, and then how are you communicating to those individuals that you're networking with or a potential hiring manager? Don't start with the whole elevator pitch, because we don't have enough time in the day to say everything that you're great at. But it should be tweaked to the individual that you're talking to. So you do your little homework the night before and you create that value proposition statement that basically brings out in 30 seconds or less what makes you unique and different and how you may potentially help that individual. And then the second thing in that whole first networking or interviewing process is your ask, right? This is where I find people fall short. It's very vague at best, and they walk away with a networking meeting that they lose value in. And so it's important for you to make sure that you have a clear ask. I always try to say there's always a soft and a hard ask. The hard ask is a potential opportunity that you're qualified with, like for example, a chief operating officer of a manufacturing company between 50 and 250 million. With 5% might be responding that says, hey, I know somebody. You want to follow up with, I'm also networking with connections X, Y, and Z. And these may be influencers to hiring managers. They may be titles of those hiring managers. But that's particularly what I've found most successful in people progressing through job transition and landing. And then finally, developing a network strategy. It's important for you to outline what that looks like. And each week on the Saturday, you should be evaluating how it's working for you. What are the things that you need to tweak? What are the things that you might want to change or might want to try? Because all the things that are in my book won't work for me, but a combination will work for each and every one of you. So there you have it. One of the things I just felt that the need to get on here and help people start off their Monday in their best foot forward. So again, that's a wrap. Hope to see you guys next Monday with a couple more tips. Thanks for tuning in to Hey Monday, Let's Get to Work podcast. Remember, your job search journey is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Keep pushing forward, stay focused, and most importantly, believe in yourself. If you need more help, connect with me, or you can get a copy of my book, Hired, Cut Your Career Search Time in Half, now available on Amazon, Audible, and Kindle. We'll be back next week with more inspirational tips to help you land your dream job. Here's to you seizing the week.